expect, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, hello, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Florida, you name it. How you doing? A surprise stream. How do you like that? You never know what you're going to get out of YankeeMania. And the last minute details, we have Chef Nick in the house, Sean Browning in the house. What's up? How you doing, guys? Welcome to a surprise stream. I went into our chat and I said, guys, you feel like coming on? And they said yes, and here we are. And we already have like 10 people in the eye, and that's awesome. Hey, everyone, how's it going, man? How's it?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good. So there've been, first of all, again, want to make sure everybody is doing well. Whoa, the eye is going up and up and up. Look at this, guys. Holy cow. Cannoli.
It looks like Nosebleed was first in the building.
Nosebleed, what's up, brother? Good to see you.
What'd you say, Sean?
Nosebleed.
I said it looked like Nosebleed was the first one in the building in the chat.
Yep. Nosebleed, thank you for coming on, everybody. If you, of course, the key, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to YankeeMania. By the way, I did take a look, and we're still 29% of you have been watching day and night, and you don't come over and you don't give us a subscription. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost anything. And you know how important it is. And the like button, like LIKE. We really appreciate if you do that. Welcome, sports fan Travis. How you doing tonight? Hope all is well with you.
What's up, Travis? Good to see you.
Good seeing you. And I guess Nosebleed. What's going on, guys?
Okay.
So we have a few things we want to talk about, everyone. First off, we have a couple of late signings before we came on. Sean or Nick, you want to elaborate, and we'll discuss it a couple of minutes. They're not sexy news, but one of them was a sexier player, and he kind of went down in the relief mode. But Sean, you want to take it away with what signings we had in the last hour?
Yes. So we got Drew Pomeranz was signed by the Angels as of 8:20 tonight, Central Time. So Drew Pomeranz on a 1-year, $4 million deal. It's a bullpen middle guy. Bottom of not quite bottom of the barrel, but he's a decent guy. And then you mentioned something about Jordan Romano. Yeah, Romano signed with, I believe it was the Angels or somebody, but we're still trying to get that because that just happened right hot off on the press. So more details to come later.
Okay, well, Romano, he took a nosedive. He was a very, very good reliever, one that the Yankees could not hit, and then all of a sudden he came back up. He did enough to get traded. So, and then, helped out a couple of clubs here and there. But I guess it's a good under-the-radar move. Then Drew Pomeranz, who finds his way everywhere except Yankees or Mets. I think he's been everywhere, which is amazing. Benji, there he is, 6158. Benji is in the house.
Good to see you, brother.
Good seeing you, Benji. Good seeing everybody here. Man, everybody's quiet tonight. We got a lot of people in the eye and a few people in the stream. Come on, man. What's cooking?
Yeah, what's cooking? Good looking.
Yeah, what's cooking? Good looking. Benji, hey fellas, and the chat. Ciao, ciao. Oh, Benji's talking Italian. Ciao, ciao, bambina. Come sta tutti?
There
Oh,
you go.
even Jeff Nick understood that.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Oh, yeah. It's just like saying, I don't understand. I don't understand Greek.
I didn't
That's
say
for
that.
damn sure. No, just
I
uh, so everyone, so what are your feelings? I mean, I put a couple of shorts out today. Thanks for a lot of you coming on and answering a couple of the questions. So what do you think? Do you want a Freddie Peralta? Do you want a hitter? I think maybe through trades, and maybe guys you can elaborate a little bit. If the Yankees do trades, I think you can get a bat and a relief pitcher and a pitcher, but I don't think they're just gonna do the money without players. So
yeah.
my feeling. What's yours?
Well, I pretty much think right now, like I've shifted like many views every week. I've said one week that I think they should go with the free agency with offense, and then the following week I was like, no, we need to do it with pitching. Now it's like a combination. Now it's like it'd be great to have a combination of trades and free agent signings as well. If you want to trade for starting pitching and bullpen, and then get a free agent signing for the offense, or vice versa, well, I'm good with that. Just as long as they make the right moves and they make it, not rushful, but sort of like at a normal pace. I don't know what that's looking like with the Yankees right now. They're at a snail's pace with salt being thrown on them. So it's right now. I think that there rumors are, again, with rumors are rumors. They're not real life. It's just exciting to talk about. So you have with just the situation with the belly camp. Bellinger, it's just they're at a standstill, and it's always, it's like I always expected that to be the case, just especially with Scott Boras. These look, even Brian Cashman could be like, oh, I had conversations with Scott Boras. I had daydreams and beautiful dreams about Scott Boras. It doesn't solve anything, He can talk all he wants about that. It's just unless they make a deal sooner than later, which I think they need a deadline, and I think that deadline should be Monday or Tuesday, pushing before Christmas Eve. I think that's it. If they're gonna give us the runaround just to go do his major league team tour to see how much money people throw at him, then I like just let him go. But in other news too, Michael King, in regards to the Orioles, Red Sox, Yankees, and Mets and Cubs are potential suitors. I personally think that the Cubs are a long shot because of King being located. Well, I don't want to say where he's located, but he's located halfway between New York and what's it called, Boston,
Massachusetts.
Yes, yeah, that's right, Massachusetts. I keep thinking Boston's a country. No, but no, and also too, even with the Mets, I don't think Mets are, unless Cohen throws the whole bag at him. But with King being linked with the Yankees, and I don't know how he feels about them. If it's bittersweet when he got traded, but if he does want to come back, great. But it is going to be sort of not as tight as Bellinger, but it will be sort of tight in regards to that aspect. And then also we have Luke Weaver. Rumors about Yankees reuniting with him. I don't know how to feel about that, unless they give him a year deal, same thing as last year. That's fine. But if he's going to be like a Johnny Lowe, where he's injured and he doesn't perform well, and it's just like another waste of energy and time, and it's just adds to their losses, then I would do that, and that's it. Cut him off, but I wouldn't give him a setup role. I would give him like the 6th inning, potentially 7th inning if he proves himself again. But there's a few things going on. A lot of people are impatient. We all are impatient, of course, and I don't know what's going to happen. We've said every time since the winter meeting started, oh, I have a feeling they're going to make a move. Nope. Next week, yes. Nope. The following week, yes. Nope. So it seems like it's like a consistent pattern of nothingness. It's a vortex of nothingness. It's like empty air. It's like you buy a bag of chips and it's all air and a little bit of chips. That's what the Yankees are right now. They're a bag of hot air and little chips. But it's like, it's I don't know what's going to happen. Are they going to um, wait until spring training? I don't know. I really don't know. And frankly, you know what? I'm not wasting my energy and my time on that. If like just like I always want to treat like the what's it called, the Yankees as like like I'm in a relationship with them. You know what? If you are going to prove yourself, Yankees, and you're going to show me who you really are, if you're going to show me a good time, if you're going to make me feel like I'm the most special person on earth, then you know what? You call me, okay? And I think this is what they need to do with their fans. They need to be a little more transparent with them. I'm sorry, a lot more transparent with them. Besides saying we have talks with certain players, but it's just like in passing, it's like just like love letters or love notes. We don't want that. All right, we have no time for that. So things need to be concrete right now. So it's like we're right after, and if they even say, okay, we'll wait until after the holidays are over. Well, everyone says that. Everyone has their New Year's resolutions. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. How about right now? How about just making something like a splash right now? And again, I don't want to being forced or rushed. Of course, I don't want them, going over the 300 million, luxury payroll that they have. I don't know. God forbid, they might be banished. But I don't want that happening either. I want them to make the smart moves where it betters the team in every way. But time's ticking. And I mentioned too, chat. I mentioned this as well too. The last stream I was on. What's concerning is the fact that sure, Baltimore got better. Red Sox, sure, they got Sonny Gray, but they still got better in a sense. Blue Jays, of course, they got better. I feel like the Dylan Cease signing was good on their part. Who knows what's going to happen? You can't count them out. But here's the thing. Here's the difference between the teams in the East and the Yankees. They're not scared of us. If you said that the Yankees were in competition for a specific player in free agency or trades in the 90s, let's just say the late 90s in the dynasty era, no, the Yankees would top them. The Yankees would kill them because everyone was intimidated. Everyone was scared of us. It's like, yeah, sure, we're the evil empire. And we loved it. We loved it. We were this strong force, this tough force that people didn't want to mess with us. They didn't want to play with us. Now it's like they only toy around with us. So that's not good. So everyone is like they're pretty much just trying to kick us down. And they just feel like we're nothing. We're like a fourth place team, a fifth place team. That's the way they look at us. And you know what? Good for them, because if they're going to improve, other teams are going to improve their team to win the division or win the World Series. They're hungrier. And we're not. We're starving. Like, I've said this too. This is a difference between the steak eaters who, have that glass of champagne to celebrate. Those teams are the Orioles, the Blue Jays, and the Red Sox, because you feel like they're going towards that way. We're collecting plants and we're eating it. We're on a diet. I don't know what we're doing. But guys in the chat, good to see you. Always a pleasure seeing you. I think that you guys rock. I always love when you're interactive, because it always helps us as well. So thank you guys. Thank you for having us. Appreciate you.
Okay, let's get to some of the questions. Some pretty good questions, Nick. Since it's Christmas, I have a question, Joe. Do you have a big gathering on Christmas Eve? It's a big tradition in my family. Well, I believe we're going to be like, I don't know, maybe 20, 22, maybe some more on the eve. And then on the day, we're going to like 3 different relatives, nieces, nephews, great nieces, all that stuff. So I love that. And I nosebleed. I hope you have a great, great time. And thank you for that. I did also see that we're really looking forward to the stream on Thursday night. Nick, you want to shine in on that? That's a perfect segue about our Thursday stream with Maria Venuto.
So just to intro that too. So Thursday is it's our first holiday show, first entertainment, quote unquote, entertainment show, where we're going to springboard in a different direction. Again, it's only the first show, so it's more like talk about like the holidays, cooking, pretty much talk about like Maria, one of my good friends, great talented singer. She we talk about like what she does. Joe, of course, is going to be here, talk about traditions and customs. And also, I'll be giving my tips, my chef tips and tricks and stuff like that, and also great food gift ideas. That's right. I do it all the time, better than gift cards, because yeah, sure, gift cards are the sort of like a late night type of 12 midnight going to Walgreens picking up a gift card for someone because you forgot, or you just were procrastinating. That's perfectly fine. But with food gifts, it's more personable. People love it. If you cook, if you don't, still, it's like it's coming from your heart. It's coming from your mind. You're being creative. It's all about passion. But anyway, yeah. So this is going to kick off the entertainment show. So I'm building something up in regards to that with the entertainment show. We're going in a different direction with that. Sort of like I was talking with Joe today. A lot of ideas, maybe me going on the beat, on the street, going to mom and pop places, like stuff like that. Also me renting out a studio for cooking. So there's a lot going on. I don't want to pretty much just lay it all on the line. I think the first step is this show with Maria and Joe, just to just have that talk where it's like, you know what, let's maybe take a break from baseball. Let's take a break from sports, and let's get into like the Christmas spirit. Let's get into the holiday spirit. Let's laugh more. Let's just get hungry. That's what the show is all about. But yeah, so it's just pretty much an intro to what we're gonna do. So,
well, Benji, that's great. Benji, has the Joe interview by Chef Nick taken place already?
Okay, so Benji, no, not yet. So it's gonna happen after the new year. You guys will be absolutely notified with that. So I'm gonna be the host. Joe's gonna be the co-host because I'm interviewing him. So technically, I'm gonna own this channel for one day. So I'm gonna inherit it. I'm taking over just for one day. So yeah, it's gonna happen after New Year's. I definitely want to set a date, and also have enough time where everyone tunes in, because right now, a lot of people, sure, they might know Joe, but they don't know a lot of Joe. So I think it's very important for Joe to lay everything out on the table where everyone knows where he's coming from. Because I've done a lot of talking. People, you probably guys get annoyed when I talk. That's fine. But this time it's Joe's turn to talk. Okay. So yes, tune in for that and stay tuned for that as well.
Another one, excited for cooking with Chef, from Michael 3910. Nets big time guy.
Good to see you, Michael. Yes, I appreciate that. Yes. Again, it's just a disclaimer. It's going to be only talk for this Thursday, and eventually when we get that route going, that direction, then it's going to be more interactive. So,
do you gear your meals towards people with high blood pressure?
I do, yes, and I do have a plan with that, Claire. So if you want to email Joe, and I can definitely give you some, because it is sort of like I want to be very attentive with that.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but
that's okay.
You and Maria can also take that question to a new height.
That's
because
true.
you both are incredibly good cooks. And that's what I want from the chat, everyone. That is a great question, an excellent question. I love it, and it's all the sense in the world, because I need to know it. With the Don gout, I can't stand the gout, and Nick has given me a couple of avenues, and so and I want to get his take. I want Maria's take. These are people that number one, they cook with their heart and they know what they're doing. So they're not going to be doing anything out of the way, and they know more or less the salt intake and all of that. Excellent question. This is why I wanted to do the chat tonight. I want to get everybody used to doing this.
Yes. So I know there's a couple of questions towards me. I want to get that with Claire too before I forget. Claire, yeah. Also, I am a Knicks fan, and the Knicks are losing 81-71 in the third quarter with 5 minutes and 50 seconds. So I'm going to plug that. But also, yes. So I do have a lot of plans with foods that with blood pressure, with anxiety, with depression, with the gout, some other things as well. So there's a lot of avenues that I gear towards that. So yeah, it is very helpful. So there are a lot, even like building testosterone. For ladies too, if they want to increase estrogen. So there's a lot to go around with that. Even sex drive too, believe it or not, I've done that. So yeah, there's a lot of avenues to cover. Good to see you.
Yeah.
So I point out, John the Beagle Dad. Good to see you, man. Always a pleasure, man. Nick needs his own channel. I'm on
Gee,
NY.
what am I, Chuck Liver here? Jesus. Let's see. Well, Nitin, thank you. We did announce that already. Appreciate it. Jordan Romano reportedly agree a 1-year deal with the Angels, and source confirms free Drew Pomerantz, as we said, with the Angels. Thank you so much, there, Nitin.
Thank you, Nitin. Good to see you, brother.
As always. Dudes, that crazy. You look like such a good shape man. Is Maria your wife?
No. Maria's my good friend. She's married. She has a great husband, a good friend of mine too. Yes, Claire. So believe it or not, I can do 20 hours and then I'll go to the gym, and then I won't sleep. So I try to do that. I try to be religious like that as well with the gym. So like I did 15 hours today, 16 hours around there, and I went straight to the gym. So that's always, I try to do that as much as I can.
I'm glad that a question like that came up too. Guys, be very, very mindful. We will have moderators. Please don't ask personal questions to Maria. She's bright. She's very, very, very energetic. She's very, very precise in everything. Let's make her feel welcome, and please, keep it cool and just ask the questions that you want to ask about Christmas, about food, about anything like that, but nothing personal. I really appreciate it. First of all, it will not be addressed, and next of all, if it's really stupid, you're definitely going to be tossed out of the there. I don't mean to be harsh, and I'm not harsh, but we are going to start. We are going to have women reporters on here. We're going to have entertainers. We're going to have quite a few things here, and I want everybody to start off on the right foot, okay? Because we won't. This is what we're all about: the straight and the narrow. So I just want to make that very clear. So there's a lot of reasons why we came on tonight, because we wanted to, they were great questions, and I want to get a couple of things out of the way before we definitely, take this to another level. And we will take this show to another level. That I can promise you. And Sean is taking this all in. He's in there.
No. You guys are fine. I'm not going to interrupt the flow. I mean, I figured I'd jump in as soon as time comes. But yeah, no, the piggyback what you're saying, though, Joe. Guys, we've had wonderful ladies on this show before. So then don't go start trying to hit on them, or vice versa. There's a difference. But yeah, we just got to be respectful of one another. But don't be like trying to make it to where they feel uncomfortable and then they don't want to ever come back on the show again. We want to keep that. We've had great guests, period, on the show, and we want to keep that streak going to where they want to keep coming back on a recurring basis.
Very well said. Well said. Nick, I know you wanted to chime in on something. You were ready to come in, so please do. It's very important to get it out there now.
Yeah, no. I just wanted to say no, absolutely. Like even with just the respectful. No, we're not pointing fingers at anybody. I mean, you guys
not at all.
No, not that. It's just you guys are awesome. I love your sarcasm. I love your humor. You get me rolling every time. Like it's hard to pretty much just look at what you guys write and not laugh. I mean, but it's all in good fun. Obviously, if you cross the line, it's a different story where it's like you're getting personal. Of course, whether it's like if you're doing constructive criticism versus personal, or you're doing jokes, sarcasm versus being personal, you're crossing a boundary. There's a fine line, of course. There's a fine line with that. Look, I love humor. I love sarcasm. I tell bad jokes. Obviously, you guys know that. But But even like going a little deeper, there's a fine line with that. But no, we're not saying to stop that. No, it's just you guys
Yeah.
know you guys are smart enough to know the difference. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. No, I mean to Nick's point. No, that's right. You just said it better than I could. That part is everybody knows where that line is. We don't mind the joking or the sarcasm. Just
Yeah.
sometimes people get carried away, and then that's why we're just trying to let people know, hey, be careful not to go this route because we don't want to have to ban you. But if you guys cross that line,
Yeah.
you'll get timed out and banned appropriately.
Yeah, no, and that's it. It won't be brought up again. I just want, we work very, very hard for these streams, and and it's all to bring the entertainment to you guys. Whether it's cooking or it's something that you can put on the table for your loving family or friends, or buy a gift for somebody that you might be in the middle of, oh, what do I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? I know Nick has some really good ideas. I know Maria will have good ideas. So you put that all together, and it's an incredible show. What I do want everybody to do, though, guys, if you do have a question and you remember it, the link is there. So by all means, put it in the link. And then, there's nothing wrong with doing that. And then we get to it, and we'll say, we'll see you that you're on, and we'll go to your question. Or, obviously write it down, remember, because you're going to say, oh, I missed it. And, you'll do it the next time. So it's a nice reminder. That's why I put out the link a little bit earlier, so you guys can get, and same thing when we have a big guest. When we have Andrew Jones or we have whoever we have, John Mintz is coming on Monday. A really great actor right now. He's doing a commercial that's going to be coming out. And also he was the catcher in Little Big League. And he was also in a lot of episodes of Criminal Minds. You'll see his picture in our thumbnail. So you may or may not know who he is. If you don't, I'm sure you do, because if you watch Criminal Minds, you've seen him. And all you got to do is look at some film of Little Big League, and you'll recognize him.
That was a great movie. Oh man.
Yes. Yeah.
But
right. And so I mean, that's what I mean. Stay ahead of the curve. And again, Nick and I were going to talk about this, about our members only stream. That's going to be on Saturday at 7 p.m. And again, for the second time, we are going to be live. And now, one thing that we do want to know, we've tried and we've asked. Yeah, you could ask your questions, but the problem is it won't come up on the stream because that's a private stream. So if you have questions for the private stream, I would suggest give it to us at joeyankees28 at gmail.com, joeyankees28 at gmail.com, or go in our community and say, hey, listen, guys, I'm going to be on the private screening. Here's my question. And we will definitely put that on. See, we can type in there. So I actually could type your question. So can Nick. But that's the difference between a private. The only difference, we're live. So everything that's coming out isn't days before or days after. Exactly. And then, of course, if you miss it, we're going to be you'll be able to see it like within about a half hour. It'll download and get ready for you guys. And Nick, you want to just elaborate a little bit of what the screening does, what we do, what we're going to accomplish, and all of that in just a few words?
Yeah, absolutely. So we pretty much just talk about a lot of different themes and topics that are first and foremost like geared towards the private members. We always break certain news that are just for you guys first, in terms of entertainment, sports, and and everything and whatnot, and everything in between, and just so read between the lines, I guess. But like, no, it's a very good club to be in. You get a lot more, and we're working on a lot more in regards to that, a lot more benefits for you guys. But it's I don't want to be repetitive and be boring in the aspect of like saying just bowing to you guys and saying thank you very much. No, my appreciation is just everyone in general being here whenever we're on, and it's like you showing your appreciation by being interactive. So this is why we have this private members. Of course, it's a paid membership for the month, but it's different topics that we talk about firsthand, and it's only going to pretty much get better, and we're trying to get better with that as well. Me and Joe have talked in passing in regards to having different sort of like segments on the show where it's geared towards something different from the regular stream. So, but it's in the works. It's in the works stuff. But we're gonna have more with that. So, more with that.
And we're gonna cover different, wide range of different topics. You've seen we can go from sports. I mean, from baseball to basketball to wrestling to holiday cooking to saluting the troops, or we've even had talks with different entertainers and going over the whole arts and entertainment, and we'll probably do some more of that, and we're gonna try and include everybody as much as we can. We'll try to cover all different topics, and if you guys ever feel like you want a certain topic in there, you can feel free to email. I'm sure Joe won't mind. You can email us. And but yeah, we're gonna try and work things out and be everything. We're just being unique than a lot of different things. We're not sticking to one topic. I know, yeah. Like I was gonna say earlier, I know we was talking about the thing with the Yankees and the moves. I think I think that they should make a deadline for the Bellinger, because we know Scott Boras loves to hold the market hostage.
Mm-hmm.
Hold his players out till spring training, and then sign some of his guys. But I know the market's pretty much frozen, like ice on Lake George on a cold winter night during the ice festival. That's kind of just how the market is going right now. Like, a move here, a move there, and then nothing. And then but I think the Yankees should also, let's try to get some other guys around, fill some of those other holes while we're waiting on Bellinger, while we're waiting on things. But if we're not getting an answer by like Christmas or the 26th of December from the Bellinger camp, Yankees should just go get Tucker, go get somebody else before it's all taken up. Because why are you gonna wait? We know. I like to fortify our pitching, but on our lineup, Judge and Stanton need help. We know that Stanton's gonna get hurt and miss about 40 games. But Judge is Superman, but Superman needs help. You need another guy that can be a presence, that can threaten in the lineup. Cody Bellinger's one of the guys. Cody Bellinger, Alex Bregman, we mentioned him. But we gotta fill all the holes, Cashman. But yeah, that was just my take. But we can go back to whatever y'all want to talk about.
No, that's perfect.
Now, the latest on Michael King, everyone, is that he's got about 4 offers at about 4 years.
Yeah.
And now it really comes down to what he's planning on doing. I have a feeling he's definitely going to sign before Christmas. He wants to get this over with. So it's going to be very, very interesting the next few days. How do you guys feel about re-signing Michael King, and how would you guys use him? Now, I'm not only talking to Nick and Sean, I'm talking to you in the chat. How would you use Michael King? So we'll start with Nick. No, Sean, you go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
How would you use Michael King?
Well, first of all, if we were to sign Michael King, I would use him middle to late inning relief, but I'd use him 1 inning. I would not burn him out, but I would use because I mean we got Bednar as our closer. No one's gonna take that from Bednar unless he really epically, collapses.
Yep.
But then you got Duval and you got Bird and one of the other guys. Cousin, we got a few guys in the back end that are horses. But you put Luke Weaver in there, and that's another guy you can go to. And Tim Hill. And Luke Weaver has shown that he can handle the pressure. But whenever we used him for multiple innings, it burned him out later in the year.
Yeah.
Okay. You're right. Okay. I like that. But I have a feeling if the Yankees are going to pay him that much money,
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I don't know. I'm just assuming maybe $45 million for 3. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What is he? I mean, he did a lot for the Yankees while he was here. He also was hurt. I mean, but then again, what player doesn't get hurt with the Yankees? It's like religious. But Nick, I'm anxious to hear your side of Michael King.
Well, I hope we get Michael King and his wife, Michelle Queen. I don't know. Never mind. No, I think that what's it called? That with Michael King, that I think he should be plugged as the fourth, depending how much we pay him. Because of Rodon and Cole not going to be ready for spring training, he has to be plugged into the starting rotation. As a 3. Sure. Okay. If you have like Max Fried, and then you want to maybe a 2. I don't know. You're gonna have Max Fried. You're gonna have Hill, Warren if they're not traded. But also in regards to that, I think we have a lot of arms in the bullpen. It's still a lot of work has to be done, but we still have an influx of people that we could supplement the bullpen if we don't make any moves. Then it's going to be a little spread thin, But I think until Cole is healthy enough to come back, the weight shouldn't be on his shoulders. The same thing with Rodon. That would be a big mistake for them to be like, yes, Cole and Rodon are coming back. They're going to be the same as ever. You don't know that. They might have rust. They might have a cold streak. You don't know when they're going to get hot. So you need to back them up. The same thing like Sean said in regards to Big G and Judge. You need people to back them up. You need to back your veterans for Rodon and Cole. They're considered veterans, but yeah, you got to back these guys up too, because there has to be a person that's next in line to take their job. So you need to look for that too. So I don't know what pieces are moving around. It's just right now they're all over the place. They're like scrambled eggs. It's like it's crazy. But if we're gonna get King, depending what price, if it's high for his type of caliber pitching, put him as a 3 or 4, depending who's on the depth chart. I frankly see like he's ahead of Warren and Hill. Hill, God bless him, his rookie year. It stinks that he got hurt. He wasn't his dominant self when he got back because, of course, the injuries. But he had enough time to, just get back into the swing of things. But it was also the fact that the league figured him out. He didn't figure out the league where he had to adjust. He was his same self, his rookie pitching. So the league figured him out. This is what I'm saying. Where they got to be smarter than the whole league, whether it's just American and national. They got to just get their minds together with that too. So if let's just say if they don't do that, and Hill's the same pitcher as last year, he's going to get knocked around. He's going to get knocked around left and right. He's going to get slapped around. So but I think King right now, as of right now, he's ahead of Warren and Hill.
I just realized I somehow mixed up Luke Weaver, the mutual interest of Luke Weaver in my head, and we were talking about King. But no, because King's a starter. I would use him and then convert Heel. I'd use him as a starter, back in like Nick was saying. And move Heel to the rotation. Or to the bullpen.
Yeah.
And then, but I would use bullpen, because Heel's big problem is that he burns out after 4 innings. So if you use him for 2 innings or 1 inning, You know, like a 6th and the 7th inning. Let's say our starter's getting gassed toward the 5th or 6th inning. You throw in Luke or Luis Hill, Will Warren, those guys. And then you go to the big dogs in the back of the bullpen. You're gonna have a lot more, but then you get to save Luis Hill for later on in the season, because if we use them too much, then we burn out, and then we got a bunch of gassed out relievers in the bullpen. That's not gonna do us any good in the postseason.
Yeah.
No, you're right. King
That-
for 4 years with that injury, and thank you, Jacob Petrucci. Welcome back to the stream. Thank
Let's see,
you.
Yeah.
Jacob. Thank you.
No, thank you with his injury. Yeah,
Oh, he's right.
Yankees
He's right.
have to be very smart, Chef. I believe, I agree with you. They can't, and both of they can't burn him out. They have to be very strategic of which way, and they've got to watch it, because you need him down the stretch. You're going to need him in August. You're going to need him in September, and hopefully in October. So, they need to do that. But we got to worry about that once he signs on a dotted line, if he signs on a dotted line with the New York Yankees.
Well, no, I mean,
I do want to bring up one thing though about Bellinger, guys. I would, again, I don't know. It's a hunch possibly, but you guys realistically, you got to get ready that he may become a New York Met. So keep that in mind, guys, and it won't be that much of a surprise because of that. So please be aware, and don't, at this point, don't be surprised, because the Mets are out to do a few things. They're not done yet. They may look like right now that they look like, the Ponzi's of baseball. It ain't over yet, guys, and that checkbook is there. That checkbook is burning rubber right now. And if you get Uncle Steve a little bit mad, he might buy everybody if he needs them or not. So that's another thing you can worry about. Not worry about. I'm just saying, everybody, don't be surprised, because I'm already grasping that the Mets are going to grab one of them. Either they're going to get Tucker or they're going to get Bellinger, but it's not out of the realm. I don't think the Mets are going to get Imai. I don't think they're going that route, and I don't think, honestly, they're in on Michael King, although, of course, there's rumors. I think the Yankees get King. I think the Mets get probably Bellinger. I do. The Mets love his defense. He automatically is probably their best outfielder, obviously. And they put him in center field or left field or whatever they're going to do. They'll probably re-sign Marte. Marte will probably go back out there on at least a part-time basis. They're looking to trade Jeff McNeil. So there's a lot going on, in Queens. I'd rather be in the Yankee shoes right now, because yes, they have holes like Swiss cheese, but it's not as bad as the Mets right now. They need a bullpen. They need a first baseman. They need probably a second baseman, because I don't think they're happy. They may need a third baseman because Beatty's not that fantastic. Vientos is rumored to possibly they soured on him. They might trade him. Their catching situation, Alvarez, what is he? Is he Gary Sanchez number 2? Is he going to come into his own? Then the pitching. They have 3 young, very vibrant pitchers, but you can't trust that. And what's going on with their other starters? They only have like 1 or 2 more. So and the bullpen. Their bullpen is at a flex. So with you, I would say the Yankees have less to do than the Mets at this point.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's just there's not a whole lot of strong. It's not a strong free agent class. So I'm like, if we lose Bellinger, it hurts us, because Bellinger is the perfect guy in between Judge and Stanton. That we had that guy.
I agree. Now, Nosebleed says I don't think Belly goes to the Mets. He saw how much hate the fans gave Soto for leaving. That you know though, nosebleed. That's just a separate entity because Soto was so much demand. He is the man supposedly behind Aaron Judge and also I don't know if I compare it that. And to be honest with you, if Belly's going to get what he wants, I don't think he's going to worry about a few boos. I really don't because listen, Juan Soto went through hell until he finally found his niche and he almost won the MVP. If he would have had a better April and May, he probably would have won the MVP.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
I still think Schwarber should have won it over Otani, but Otani gets it because he does both.
Yeah.
No, I just want to say, Nosebleed. Yeah, thank you for your comment, man. I also want to point out as well. I don't think if Bellinger goes to the Mets, hypothetically, quote unquote, all that stuff. I don't think he's gonna want or request a jumbo jet or his family in the box seats every game. So it's sort of like different in regards to that. With Soto, he had so many demands, and that was just pretty much, even like the game where the money wasn't far apart. But when he signed with the Mets, it was just that was pretty much the decisive factor was because of that. Anyway, but Bellinger, it is going to come down to money, of course. It's all normal. Like people, they want the bang for their buck. He wants the top dollar for himself, and Boris wants him to be a billionaire. I don't know. But again, like we always mention Sean as well with Boris, it's like he's gonna treat him like another dad or something like that. It's like, but not like the emotional type, just for money. He wants him to thrive with the money. So it's going to take advantage. He's going to take advantage of the Yankees. Yankees should see it. This is why, again, me and Sean always said put on a deadline. So we just say goodbye forever. Don't play with us. We won't play with you. So they're gonna milk this. They're gonna go to all the teams and they're gonna get the best deal that they can. And if it's gonna be before spring training, so be it. Same thing happened to Jordan Montgomery, and he fired Boris. So then this was in spring training when he signed. So so it's I don't know. It's Boris doesn't care. Does he care about his player? No, he just cares about the money. It's true.
I mean, it's just crazy that the standoff isn't about the money; it's about the years. Because the Yankees offered a 150, and they want 7 years. The Boris and Bellinger want 7 years, but it's like, but we're paying you $30 million a year for 5 years. And you're an older guy. I mean, I wouldn't mind a 6 for 180, but still, like it's just crazy in my mind. But and
there's no way I would give Bellinger 8 years, 7, 8 years. I'm sorry. I mean, I like him. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but the buck stops at 5 years. 4, I would say 4 with an option, with the player or both option.
Yes.
But no, you're not going to pay him till he's 39 years old. I'm sorry. Those days are over. Those days are over. There is no way they should be doing that. And I think and knowing how cautious the Yankees are now after contracts like Severino and Aaron Hicks and it's just not going to happen, guys. And if they insist on 7 years, then you could see him, on another team. It just
I mean, but people don't. I mean, I think he will still, in the end of the day, be in the Yankee. But at the same time, I'm also like, with this holdout being as long as it is, I'm also like, well, if he goes somewhere else, adios, Machado.
That's right. That's a great attitude to have. I love that. If he wants to go somewhere else, get out. Don't let the door hit your butt on the mic. I was going to say that. I was going to say something else, but I can't because it's PG. No. No. Good. Leave. Get out.
Yeah.
If you want to come back to us, then come back to us. For a couple of years difference that we're short of. Come on. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like and I'm not going to say, okay, then we'll get Tucker. That's unrealistic too. You don't know what's going to happen, but
And you
now
don't
it's
know
like,
how he's going to perform in New
you
York.
you don't. But you know what? If we're going to now go towards the starting rotation for free agency, let's just say Imai, and then do trades for the offense, even the outfield too. Let's just do that. Let's just catapult to that because
Yeah.
now we're wasting our time. We're wasting our
Right.
time and we're wasting our energy. And us fans, you're wasting our time. You're wasting our energy. It's just vice versa. That's just the way it works. Come on.
It's put in the chat by Travis. Would you guys take back Soto?
No.
No for me.
No. No.
I mean,
3 no's.
he's a
You don't
great
have to
player,
live
but
with 3. You're out of here. He's gone. We don't want him back. We don't
you
want
know,
him.
he's a great player. But if he's gonna be a clubhouse diva, I don't want him. If he's gonna mess up with the team chemistry, being a diva, demanding a team be 30% whatsoever, you know. I mean, I understand. Hey, go to bed, but you know, like we had that guest on Matthew Monday. The whole league. I mean, baseball is global. Why can't our teams represent, players from all over different other countries? Why does it have to be a certain percentage of players from a certain area?
Well, I also would like to know, is that really true? Is that really in his contract, or is that another media playing hype?
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
and I'm not defending Soto whatsoever, but
Yeah.
is it really in there? I mean, that's really asking so much.
Yeah,
You have to have 33% of this, and you have to have. I mean, I'm the owner here. You don't tell me what I have to have. I tell
right.
you what you're gonna have, what you're gonna get, and you follow what I tell you. You don't follow. I don't follow what you tell me. I don't care
Right.
if you win 100 home runs for the team. We don't win the World Series, nothing matters. So I mean, maybe Uncle Steve learned from this, and he will not make that mistake anymore. You can't just get. It's so nice to go up to your boys. Oh, listen, I want a suite. I want clothes for my mom every time I come here. I want a private plane. I want my own locker room. I mean, come on, man. He's a great player, but I think there's a lot of other players that are better than him because he's not a complete player. Not all the way.
Absolutely. If I got the same contract as Soto, I would have retired as a baseball player and just played for the Mets. I would have done that because that's enough. That's fine.
Right.
Like, how much money can you have? Like, come on. I mean, but this is not like a year contract, $5 million. This is just now it's beyond. Now it's just beyond the realm of being rich, filthy rich. It's like, okay, now you have to have more. No, come on now. That's
you don't.
I don't know.
It doesn't work that way. It's ridiculous.
No,
it
it
really
doesn't.
is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, when you got other stars in other sports who are actually like willing to restructure their contracts to help their teams put a winning roster on the field, there's got to be a certain point. But and that's why no wonder we're leaning in baseball toward a lockout after the World Series in 26. Because the owners want one way and the players association wants another way,
Yeah.
and no one wants to agree. And and the worst part is the fans. We get stuck with the bill.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Then there's another one, Brendan Donovan. Yeah, that he might. The rumor is he's headed possibly to the Giants.
Yeah,
So that's what we're hearing.
the last we heard is that the Mariners and the Giants are the front runners for a trade for a landing spot with Brendan Donovan.
Yeah,
But there's
I
no
see that
further
now.
details other than that those have emerged as two
No, I
front runners.
agree. I don't know.
I don't know.
There's something about Donovan that doesn't sit right with me. I don't
Well,
know what it. I don't know what it is, but it's like he's gonna come. He would come here and I don't know, be a bust. I don't know why. I just feel that.
he's a utility player. But he's a player that can play every day and that does play every day, but he plays multiple positions. But at the same time, we don't know. I mean, because this is the fourth year in the league. So he's still in arbitration, and I mean he puts up great numbers, but at the same time, the Cardinals have been kind of in this downward spiral as a organization. So yeah, like you said, you don't know how he's gonna end up in another area,
True.
another place.
Yeah.
Very true.
Donnie Clark, thank you for your service. But he says, "Hey chef, I did 3 years of advanced food classes in high school, and I culinary college line up until I joined the military. So
That's awesome, man.
bless you for that.
God bless you, brother. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, really,
What-
and that's awesome, and
That
that's
is
awesome. Donnie, don't forget to join us on Thursday night for the Everything Show, the entertainment show, cooking with Chef Nick and Maria, cooking ideas, present ideas, things that are going on. It's only the start of what we're going to be bringing to each and every one of you down the line. So I think you're really going to enjoy. If you're into food, if you're into a new idea for your table, for your family, for anybody, a quiet dinner. We're going to have some wonderful ideas, guys. I know I'm going to have my pen and paper ready. I hope you guys will, and you should. And if not, then you can just go back to the tape. The tape will definitely be on, guys. So there will definitely be some really good recipes. But you know what? I don't want to kill the show. All I want to do is to make sure that you come back. And anybody that you have mothers, fathers, grandmothers, girlfriends, wives that cook, I would definitely suggest coming in. And if you want something, say, well, I always cook this for Christmas Eve. Well, how about a new idea? How about a new idea that you says, oh, wow. And it might be easy. And it could be a dessert. It could be a main dish. It could be an appetizer. It could be anything. But yeah, I mean, it could be pasta. Whatever it is, be attentive, ask questions, and if they are going to give you the recipes or whatever, again, you'll have a chance to come and look at the video if you don't write it down. I definitely would suggest be ready with your paper and pen, and get ready. And not only because you might forget. I mean, listen, with everything that goes on in a day. If you're taking care of the kids or you're going to work, you're taking care of the kids and going to work, or whatever you're doing, cleaning the house, buying all the food for the holidays, you can forget. I don't care how young or old you are, but there's nothing wrong with old-fashioned, take a pencil or a pen and write it down, just like anybody else. We don't do that because it's all press 1 for this and press 2 for that. And then you're online for 35 minutes, if not more. Oh, you know what? We'll call you back when you're placed in line. You won't lose your line. What is that?
It's
what
not.
the heck is that? Whatever happened to picking up? Hi, this is the Ford Company. Hi, my name is Joe. I wanted to ask you a question about the tires. You can't do that anymore.
Oh,
But you know what? You can do that here. You can do that here.
yeah. It's not like we got the Jetsons with Rosie the robot, the housemaid.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, God, guys, come on with this. I got to do this. I press 1 for this. So don't press that. If you have a question about the dentures, if you press 1. If you have the questions about your nails, press 2. I mean, come on, man. Just pick up the darn phone and ask what we want to ask. And that's going to be way different right here because you'll have everything in front I don't like to say about what Aaron Boone says. It's all right in front of you. Yes, it is. It is. But there's a difference. You'll have time to do it. Not press 9 to hear the question again. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Well, yeah, just to piggyback off that, it's like I still have post-it notes and a pen in my pocket. Like right now, it's out, but but yeah, I mean, a lot of people like they have like tablets like to like just make reminders and stuff like that. Take like what are you like adding another 5 seconds, 10 seconds to your life? Like that's it. Like I'm always.
If you think about it, and you're in somebody's home or whatever, you'll never see a pen. You'll see the iPad. You'll see the computer. You'll see the phone. Oh, wait a minute! I have that number on the phone. Is there like a telephone book or a pad or something? Nah, you got to put everything on there. Oh, what happens if you lose it? Well, that's a problem. Yeah, it is a problem. You don't think of these things. You got your whole life on a little, banana head phone.
And no wonder we can't remember things.
Yeah, I know.
No, I mean, no, I said no wonder we can't remember things by heart because growing up, you had landlines still, right?
Yeah.
But my mom would have that little black book, with the numbers for like different family members.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But I had like my dad and my stepmom's home phone, memorized. I had friends' numbers memorized. My mom, just in case I had to go like at school, call home or I was somewhere else, I could just go do. But it was nice having those numbers when I was like, hey, I want to talk to my grandma over and wherever. And I hadn't called in a while, and I might be like, gee, what was the number? Look in the black book and oh, all right. But yeah, but now you don't see those no more.
No, they don't even. I don't even think they make phone little books to put. They don't. I happen to have one from a long time ago, and it's so funny. I went through it. Well, I don't know, maybe about a couple of months ago. Oh my God, I had Yankee Stadium number in there. I had the ticket office. I had where you send it because those days, a few years back, there was no Ticketmaster. There was nothing. What they did is you send in your money, and you kind of ask. I'd like to sit around the third base line in the main level reserve seat, and you try to get it. That's what they used to do. That all started to change around 1989, I'd say, something like that. But it's absolutely insane. And that you what do you do if you lose your phone, guys? What do you do?
Go crazy.
That's right. And you don't need that stress. We have enough stress in our lives. We don't need any more. So,
yeah.
I'm just saying, to be practical. There's no practical anymore. It's just, okay, well, I want to find something out about this, let me go, www. Okay. I mean, it's just crazy. What did we do? I don't think anybody here, but what did we do when we didn't have the World Wide Web?
Yeah.
We had payphones.
Went outside and played.
Superman used to go into a payphone to come out as Superman.
Right.
He couldn't do that now. It's going to change now.
You can't find a phone booth.
Yeah, so I don't know what Superman would do now. He'd have to go inside the bathroom and go change or something because there's no more phone booths. And those were nice. I mean, they were pretty good. The only thing I didn't like about the phone booth, if you had somebody that was just yapping and they never came like, I got to make a phone call. Yeah. Give me a couple of minutes. And they just yap and they put another dime, another quarter, another dime, another quarter. So, but as they say, those were the days, my friend.
Hey,
they never end. We sing and dance forever and
in Iraq, we would get these cards, the AT&T thing, but it had to go through like the phone booth. But it was like a whole trailer, and you had like different whatever landline type deals, and it was almost like a toll free collect call.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it but that AT&T card, you had to load minutes on that card,
right.
and,
Yeah.
and punch all
Well,
those things.
I'll tell you something else. You guys all know the Godfather movie, right?
Yeah.
If he had easy pass, Sonny would still be alive.
That's true. Yeah.
It's true. He had to wait for the thing, and they creamed him. But if they had
Yeah.
easy pass, he'd still be going.
Right.
But, that's just a little.
Well, I mean, it's like Jimmy Hoffa. Nobody knows where
It was very.
Yeah, it's pretty good,
you
right?
can't find him. Yeah.
I think
And another thing, guys, you know what I love to talk about in our entertainment side? What happened to the movies?
Oh,
You can't even go to the movies.
sorry, guys. I got to interrupt. Benji, thank you for reminding me. I was lost in track. So, yes, the Knicks 118, Spurs 110, 54 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Thank you, Benji, for reminding me. Oh, my goodness. Knicks hopefully, are about to win the cup, baby. Here we go.
You know what? You know what blows my mind?
I want to make note. Does these games go to the regular season, or are they totally different?
Nah, God, I don't. It's just I don't know. I don't know the specific rules and just what it just branches out into. But whatever, if they win something, then fine. That's fine with me.
Yeah. You're like, yay.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's not over yet.
But no,
The Knicks are champions of something.
Yeah,
yeah, I know, right? Last time they were champions was 1979 or something like that.
What?
Yeah,
1972, 73. Are you kidding me? They only have 2 championships. When the man went on the moon in 69, and then 72, 73 when it was what a team that was, man. The greatest Knicks team I ever saw in my life. I mean, I was a little up, but I mean, when you had Walt Frazier, Earl the Pearl Monroe, Dave DeBusschere, Bill Bradley, and Willis Reed, and then on the bench you had Phil Jackson, Dave Stallworth, Mike Reardon, everybody. That team was just that, and the Lakers with Jerry West and Elgin Baylor and Will Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and the list goes on. And Gail Goodrich. Those are the 2 of the greatest teams. Michael Jordan was good, but it was actually a one-man show there. You had a couple other guys, but
don't discard Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen was actually good. It just it's kind of like he was the sidekick.
Yeah.
The whole time, and then when he tried to be, when they tried both times, he finished out with the Portland Trailblazers. But remember the one year after Jordan retired, he tried to run it, but it didn't go so well. And then with the Trailblazers, they really didn't have a whole lot of people around him. So yeah, but if you ask Pippen, he's still bitter at Jordan for 2 things.
Yeah, so Chef, being a big basketball and aficionado and all that, what does the cup mean? I mean, what's the significance of this?
I honestly, really, I'm very foggy in that area. I don't know if anyone, Benji or anyone in the chat, knows what exactly that leads to. All I saw was Cup champions and the Knicks won mid season or close to mid season, but
but we don't know. We don't. T Road says a couple of things, but these wins, do they go to the regular season, or these are just games that mean absolutely nothing to the regular season?
No, they have to win something.
I'm sorry. I mean, I don't really know myself.
That's something that I'm not 100%.
The cup, like European style mid-season tournament, they have that in soccer.
Oh, I see what you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I heard Mr. Silver getting asked a question about the whole thing, and it seemed like this is just something for the fans. They're trying to spike up attendance and do kind of like what soccer does.
Yeah.
These little tournaments are pretty much more like because they were talking about having like home court, with the regular home courts thing for the semifinals and the cups, and then have the finals in Timbuktu, some storied college arena, or Las Vegas like they did tonight. But it's just, it seems like it's just something for the fans. And if it's gonna be like that, that should just be an exhibition thing and not really go in toward the regular season record. But there's a lot of risk gamble you're gonna do, because if people get hurt, then they're not. It's a whole lot of things. And then
Well,
they still haven't.
at least the Knicks did it in 52 years. It's not too bad.
Yeah, 52 years.
Finally, right? The
You
oldest
know,
years.
the Knicks did it before we put another man on the moon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Now
Now we're
like
championship.
We're still trying to figure out how to get back to the moon. All right.
Fly me to the moon. Who
I
knows?
do.
I mean, I listen.
No, I mean, I was gonna say, like, I do find this interesting too. I agree with Benji. I do like it. It is different. Yeah, exactly. It has that similar that similar feeling to like the what's it called, to soccer. What was it? The Emirates Cup. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Emirates Cup.
Now I also wanted to springboard to the World Cup now. If anyone is soccer fans here, let me know, because I'm a soccer fan as well. And the World Cup in 2026, just correct me if I'm wrong, is it going to be in LA or is it going to be in other locations?
So what they're going to do, yes, the finals will be in LA.
Gotcha.
And LA will be the host city. But it's like what they do, like when it's in other places, they'll still have regions in different places nearby.
Okay.
Like when they had it in Europe, right?
Yes.
Yes, parts in Munich and in Berlin, and then you had other cities. That's what they're gonna do. Like, so in Boston and Seattle, one round, one group's gonna be in Seattle, one group's gonna be in like Boston. I think Miami was part of the draw. Texas somewhere.
See, that was my next question too, because I heard also, like Benji just mentioned this as well. They're gonna play in Canada and Mexico as well.
Right. Oh yeah. So it's gonna be more like a North America. So they're gonna do some things to kind of include Mexico and Canada.
Yeah.
But America is the host country, and LA is gonna be the host city for the finals.
Okay. I guess I'm so just used to like everything being in Europe or just like anywhere else
Yeah.
in America. It's like, okay, I get it, but now it's like, all right, how are they going to play this off?
I can't even remember the last time we hosted the World Cup. Maybe it was like back in the 50s or something. No.
No, I was not born.
No, I wasn't trying to say when Joe was, but no. But I'm just saying, it's like, yeah, it's been a long while, but that's what they're gonna do. It's just, it helps, and it's kind of spreading, because it's gonna be a whole big deal for all markets that is involved, tourist wise and the sports. And soccer has been a growing sport in the world. I'm not a huge, big, like diehard soccer fan, but I love the FIFA World Cup. In the sense of this, I'll root for USA, obviously, but I'll also root for the British. I'll root for different other clubs. It's just, like, okay, I'll take it back. Remember 06?
Oh yeah.
When Zidane, this is Zidane's final round.
We have a question from T Road. Joe, are we going to cover the World Cup? And my answer to that is drum roll. Let's do a drum roll first. I can't get it. If I can get it, we'll be okay. That's not right. That's too wrong. Let's do this. Nope. Yes, we will. We will cover the World Cup. And if we have an announcer that could actually do the play-by-play, we will have the play-by-play of the World Cup. Possibly, true to my heart, where I can't lose, would be United States and Italy. Can't lose, guys.
But
What?
Greece.
I
Well,
mean,
I was gonna say
I was
the
born in
reason.
America, but my family and the dedication from my dad was born in Italy. So, like my dad was smart. My dad said to everybody, "I can't lose," and they said, "What do you mean?" Well, I was born in Italy, and I'm all for Italy, but I'm in the America. I raised my family in America, so the United States is as important. I can't lose, and you know how many people are like they looked at him as if he was crazy, and they said he would just turn around and say, "Okay, off limits. We don't talk about this at all. Never again. I will not. Don't change my mind because you can't." And everybody's entitled to their own opinion. This is what people don't understand about anything. We're all entitled to our opinion. Look, you might like Clay Bellinger. Well, I might not. You might like, pizza. What do we call Hawaiian pizza? I don't like Hawaiian pizza. Does that make me a bad person to have pineapple on my pizza? Well, people get mad. I mean, are you freaking kidding me? How do you get mad at that? That's an opinion. You don't like it, you don't like it. I mean, I don't understand. Nobody's entitled. Oh, I like the blue pen. Oh, no, what are you, nuts? The red pen is the best.
Yes.
I happen to like the blue pen.
What?
So you're going to call me nuts? You're going to call me nuts? I mean, I don't understand that. It's like with food. Food, the same thing. Oh, I don't like. How can you say liver and onions? I love liver and onions. There's nothing wrong with it. It's healthy for you. It's not great for the gout, but it is healthy for you.
It is.
I mean, but
Yeah.
when you go, yak, try it.
No, I've had liver and onions, and I like it. All right.
Oh, if you make it right, it's delicious.
My dad would make cow kidneys or steak tips, and that'd be part of our father part.
Sorry.
Yeah, you take little steak tips, right?
Right.
And you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Breakfast. But like some people call it cow kidneys because of the way they're shaped. And but when you have eggs and beans and grits and bacon or sausage and homemade bread, it's a great course. But I love it. Some people be like, "What?" But I also like chicken gizzards. You give me a pound and a half of chicken gizzards, and I'm going to town.
You fry that up with onions and
Mm-hmm.
or olives. Oh my God!
Or okra.
Mentioned Italy with soccer with Pilo. Of course, Pilo was good, but I had the honor, everyone, and I got to find the tape. When I was covering for our network on radio, I went to a reunion Cosmos game, and I interviewed the great late Pele, Franz Beckenbauer, Giorgio Canaglia. I interviewed all those guys, and it was a thrill, an absolute thrill. Pele couldn't have been any nicer, and I'll tell you guys, that was. And I went to Cosmo games when they played Yankee Stadium. I was I don't know, maybe 7. And actually it was cousins that brought me. My dad couldn't care less, and that was funny because he was born in Italy. He couldn't care less about. He was more worried about raising the family, working hard, and building up his bakery business. So, but I went to see. I loved it in the new Yankee Stadium. It was a lot of fun, and I saw Pele score a couple of goals, so that was awesome. But yeah, I mean, we could talk a little soccer, a little history, I always love it. I did lose a family member last year that has a soccer encyclopedia, guys. It's like this. When I tell you it's this big, it's that big. And we, I used to make fun of making the call, like, when Italy had certain players like they had players like Cannavale sends the ball over to Scalacci, over to Cannavale, and I would make and then to watch him love the sport so much. I miss that so much. And
Yep.
and the crazy thing was he was going the sons, which actually is my godson, was surprising him with tickets to this year's World Cup.
Oh, wow.
And that is very, very sad to my heart. And I told the kids, I says, you got to go, because that's what your dad would have wanted. You have to go. But I was proud because I brought it. He went. He saw the Cosmos. He saw some really good content with Italy. I mean, he loved Italy. But that was a very defining moment and very sad, because when I think of the 26, he was going to be surprised with two really nice tickets, actually. And but I told them, they said, no, don't you dare sell them. You get your buns to go, because that's what your father would have wanted. So, but yeah, soccer or gaucho, whatever you want to call it, is great. And yes, we will talk about it. If we can get a really good play-by-play man that could do soccer, or football, as we say, calcio in Italian, we'll do it. We'll do it. And if we don't have that, we will give you all the updates of the World Cup. Don't worry about that, guys. Even with the Yankees going, even if we have to do another stream for an update, we will. That I can promise you, soccer fans.
We'll also figure out doing something for the Olympics, which is actually in Milano. It's in Iraq. I mean, not in Iraq, but in Italy. But I forget what. I thought it was with M. But anyways, the province it was in. Anyways, I forget the city. But no, that's going to be interesting, because I think all this international competitions, all these tournaments, and they're fun. They're interesting, and it's a great source of unity. I've always gone crazy. Like, my mom is not the biggest sports fan. Like, she was a diehard with the Yankees, but she was like casual with other sports. But but she let me go crazy with other sports. But when it came to the Olympics or the World Cup or anytime there's an international thing, or we was rooting USA. And then the reason I also rooted for the British was because my dad's mom, she came over in the 50s when she married my grandfather, but she was born and raised in Wales, England. So,
I know. I don't know if you guys ever looked at or read up on this story, and this is a true story. There was a really, really, really good announcer that was on the MSG network named Bob Page, and there was one night the Yankees were off, and he read a headline that the World Cup was coming, and what did he do? He went, oh, the World Cup's coming, and then he paused, and then he said, who cares? Well, I got news for you guys. He didn't last more than 3 days after that. He was in Oshkosh somewhere.
Wow.
And he was the number one sports guy. He did morning sports. He was pregame Knicks Rangers. He did all of that. And how do you come on and you say, oh, the World Cup's coming? Who cares? How do you do that? I don't care if you hate it. It doesn't. Where's the professionalism? What happened to that? Imagine if you did that today. You'll never be in the business again. And you don't think you did anything wrong, but you can't put down and this is the same guy that would be showing wrestling footage. So, I mean, please, it boggles my mind how these people run things. But PIX did do the right thing, and I think he's still working, but he's God knows where, and I don't want to know it because even though I'm not the biggest soccer fan or cultural fan or football fan, whatever you want to call it, you got to respect it. You have to respect it. My God.
Well, yeah. Even if people like cricket or curling, whatever it is,
Yeah.
it's not my sport. It's not my sport, but I'm never gonna knock it. You know,
Or
people love it.
the bobsled, the alpine, the skeleton. Yeah, I mean, those sports. You're not gonna knock it. I mean, I'm not gonna knock the figure skating and that.
No, there are a lot of listen.
Yeah.
There were people that loved roller derby, and then people
Mhm.
say, "Are you crazy?" I'm not. What I loved it. I loved roller derby at Madison Square Garden. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it wasn't fun when a girl hit somebody else in the freaking face. That wasn't too kind, but it was fun. It was fun. There's so many things that we don't like. Hey, listen, there's a lot of people that don't like bowling.
That's
Bowling
true.
was one of the biggest things in the 70s and 80s and 90s.
Very
Now, unfortunately, it got very expensive for people. You go and
Right.
bowl games like $25, $30 per person. So you take your two kids, you can't bowl 3 games. You need your American Express Gold Card.
Right.
It's insane. So I mean, listen, we go with the times. That's the bottom line. But
Some
guys, we've
people don't like golf.
an hour and 30 minutes. So I think, and we have a morning show again tomorrow, everyone, of course. And I'm sure we may have some good Yankee news. Who knows? So how about some final thoughts, guys, as we're getting to the 11:30 hour Eastern time. So, Sean, you want to get us going?
Yeah, no, guys.
Great stream,
Yeah, the
bud.
market's still frozen. Hi,
What happened?
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Said
Oh,
something
yeah.
about frozen. Okay, I
You're
thought I
good.
was frozen. But no, it's been a great stream. Yeah, we're gonna cover a lot of different things. Hopefully the Yankees will figure out a way in this frozen market to catch some living fish. Because you know what, it's about time. The feast is almost here for the holidays. For those of you celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. For those of you that get preparing for Christmas, hey, have a safe, wonderful time doing that. Enjoy those traditions, cherish them, and then have a safe and wonderful holidays. We'll be right here tomorrow morning at 9:30 in the morning, or 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
Absolutely.
You got it. You got it. Well, thanks, Sean. And getting ready to end the game and the stream and everything is our own Chef Nick.
All right. Well, guys, thank you very much. Wow, what a great stream and a surprise stream too. I would love to dedicate this stream to the chat because you guys rocked and rolled today. You guys showed up, not in advance. It was like just like 10 minutes, right? Right, Joe? It was like a 10-minute warning, and
Yeah,
you
it was
guys
15
showed up.
minutes at the most.
15 minutes, 10 minutes, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, whatever you want to call it. It's still short. But yeah, thank you guys for showing up and being interactive. You guys rock and roll as always. I always say, like, you guys are the savages of YankeeMania. And please just keep rocking and rolling and keep cookings my good lookings. I know there was a lot of people that, maybe some disappointed in me because I said I was going to put out a short about half a week ago. It will happen by the end of this week, a part 2 to my short. I've been really busy. I've been coming home late, so I really can't yell while I do my short. The police are going to be called on me, which is fine nowadays. But anyway, so I just want to say, yes, happy Hanukkah to everybody. Season's eatings, happy hollandaise. And if you have a mistletoe, please go see a foot doctor. That's all I have to say. But yeah, thank you guys. With the Yankees in general, I really thank you, Sean. With the Yankees in general, I think yes, Sean, keep laughing, baby. I love it. With the Yankees, Bellinger, We need to give him a deadline, or we're going to break up with him. That's it. Simple as boing. Simple as that. We're going to break up with him. We're going to break his heart, and he's going to go to the Mets so they can have our leftovers again for Thanksgiving. But can you play the Gloria Estefan's Congo drum? Because that sounds like a Gloria Estefan's Congo drum.
I will survive.
Oh, Gloria Estefan, Gloria Gaynor. There you go. It's like Gloria, anyway.
No, I know who that is. I just
Gloria Estefan in the Miami Sound Machine.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I
geez.
know. I remember. I just anyway. I was trying to throw in the joke.
That's okay. No, I know. I got you. So yeah, just. So anyway, just going back. Yeah. So with Bellinger, look, he should be on a deadline, and he should be put on a short leash, which is kinky also nowadays, which is weird, but kinky nowadays. Anyway, yes, rough. rough it is. So the Yankees. So we're going to. I can't finish anything here. I love it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, straight from Brooklyn, Wyoming, it's the Sheffer.
Ladies and gentlemen and gentlemen and ladies. Okay, I don't want to waste anyone's time. It's getting late. So forgot my thought, but yeah. So the Yankees, we can't wait on them, and they can't keep us keep stringing us along. This has to stop. It has to start in some fashion where it's like January is coming, and the next month is players and catchers report to spring training. So they don't want to wait that long. I don't know what's the wait, but again, you don't want to rush into something that you don't want to doesn't make sense for their team. They don't want to do it because people are forcing them to do it. So it's sort of like a double-edged sword over here. But again, we need to that just distracted me a little bit. So we just need to keep rocking and rolling. I love you guys, and we're going to come back on Thursday, but also we may do a preview tomorrow. So we got this, baby.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, and tomorrow morning we'll be on at 9 a.m. Remember, guys, and of course, any Yankee news, we'll be on top of it. So stay tuned. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you all. God bless America. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe. Have a great night, everyone, and enjoy. You take care, and we'll see you in the morning. Have a good night.
Rock on, baby.